So Arsenal won, Manchester United nil, and I have to say Arsenal are they are very, very lucky to win this game. They have been playing against runner play for probably 85 minutes of the game. 80, maybe 83, if you want to put it like that, because Manchester United shockingly, surprisingly dominated this game. And the truth is, while watching this game, I'm like, yo, who are the title challengers here? Which team really supposed to be challenging for the title? And what is funny is that it's the Gunners, the Arsenal fans that have been caning, talking about, oh, how Liverpool have been spending. Oh, Manchester City don't look the same. Oh, how can Liverpool be finding ways to purchase so many players? But yet still, even though Liverpool did have scary moments, they still scored 4 and conceded 2. This time, Arsenal, for majority of the game, even after putting on their substitutes, really struggled. Really struggled. And I have to give kudos and a round of applause to Ruben Amorim and his team as to how they played today. This has probably been one of the best watch in Manchester United for years, probably since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Probably I can say that. Since Ole's time, this is probably the best I've seen Manchester United press and play well throughout an entire game. Yes, they conceded a goal, but they got multiple chances to score. Probably should have scored at least maybe 2, maybe 3. And, Arsenal got lucky with some of the decision calls, which is just absolutely crazy. We'll talk about that. But I felt like Manchester United really did a great job. And I have to tip my hat off to them. Ruben Amorim played this team, this Arsenal team, title challengers very, very well. And unfortunately, they didn't even come out with a point. And that's the unfortunate thing about football. You want to the fruit of your labor should be shown in each game as to how hard they play, as to how many chances you create, as to how many shots you take at goal, shots on target. It doesn't show. Sometimes it just doesn't show the full story when we look at the stats. But Ruben Amorim team played well. I thought Mbuemo played absolutely fantastic. Him and Cunha were tormenting, and I mean tormenting that Arsenal backline. Absolutely scorch that backline. Whether you agree or not, you let me know in the comments. But based on what I saw, they were absolutely scorching, giving Gabriel so many chances of kind of problems and giving Saliba issues, particularly in the second half where I thought it was a penalty based on the tackle when I think it was Cunha who got the shot off and Gabriel kicked him in and I think his shin. That was a penalty, definitely. Don't know what VAR saw, but based on what I saw, it was a penalty. And they just absolutely ran rampant. I understand, you didn't want to start the main person in Sesko, but I mean, Mount did his thing, but it was just Cunha and Mbuemo who were absolutely making Arsenal shiver and quiver in their boots at the back line. And to be honest, I thought in terms of Arsenal, I mean, the main person that would stand out is Calafiori. He scored a goal. But if we're talking about like persons that really stood out for Arsenal, no one really stood out. Maybe David Raya, who I thought played an exceptional game, saves here and there, chalking out save all over the place. But outside of that, no one in the outfield really stood out. Odegaard wasn't really there. I thought Saka was absolutely absent in this game. And I thought the main person who we wanted to see in Victor Gyökeres, he was absolutely absent. And yes, it's the first game and him look unfit, we get that. But in terms of game state, in terms of gameplay, it just looked like he was just running and trying to defend and press, and that was it. There weren't many opportunities of him kind of showcasing his skill and talent. And I thought for most of the game, for him, before he came off, he was absolutely kind of absent as well. So no one really stood out for me for Arsenal. And I thought Arteta got away with it. I thought how Arsenal came out of the blocks just didn't fit how they wanted to play. There wasn't any necessary control. It was always 50-50. It literally reminded me of Liverpool and Bournemouth game. It was back and forth. There wasn't any person that wanted from Arsenal to kind of settle the game. Zubimendi just getting the intensity as to what the Premier League is going to be offering week in, week out. And I thought, as the person who's supposed to be conducting or the conductor of the play, he didn't show any kind of, of control, trying to put his mark and stamp on the game. It just wasn't there. But really, a good game to watch. That's the main thing. It was a good game to watch. And if you're a Manchester United fan, there are major positives to take through the rest of the season. Because if you're asking if Manchester United can play like this week in, week out, you should be challenging for the top four. You should be challenging the Chelseas for the top four. You should be giving problems to the Manchester City and the Liverpool if you want to get into the top four. And I thought basically everyone, most of the persons for Manchester United played pretty decent today. Casemiro did his thing. Bruno Fernandes, of course, did his thing. And one of the biggest stories and news that is going to be circulating around the world is the fact that Andre Onana did not start. And I thought they did pretty well. I thought the keeper, I don't remember his name, forgive me. I thought he played pretty well. I thought his game state and gameplay showed what Manchester United are looking for in a goalkeeper. And I thought he played decent in the back line, played solid. Lenny Euro played well. And I thought Delete also played pretty good. So Manchester United, if you can do this every week or most of the weeks out of the 38 games or 37 now, if you can do this for at least 20, 25 to 28 games out of the next 37, you should be in the top four. You should be. Because now you have a very good striker, a promising striker in Sesko. You have a very good attacking lineup in Cunha and Mbuemo, and you have a pretty nice, decent enough midfield that can get you through if you're still looking to get another body in the midfield before the transfer window. But based on what there are encouraging signs. There are encouraging signs to this Ruben Amorim system that he's been talking about. And for Arsenal, listen, you're going to have to roll your sleeves up. It is the first game. So let's just bear this in mind. This is the first game. It's still kind of coming out of it's a preseason, but you're not in preseason kind of thing. You're still getting your legs underneath. Your persons are still getting used to each other as to how to play. Arsenal, Victor Gyökeres still isn't fully fit as yet. We will talk about that another time. And I'm going to ask a question. You let me know in the comments. How long is fit though? Because yes, he started 2-3 weeks late, but that means that you still have 2-3 weeks to catch up. So this is his second or third week, maybe third with Arsenal. So he still has what? Another 2 weeks to get fit. After 2 weeks, there should be some form of, you have to show some results. You have to be showing some results. So I thought it was a good game. You guys let me know in the comments. You can like, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know what you think. Did Arsenal come out as victors because they were lucky? Are Manchester United good? Are Manchester United should be challenging for top four? What are your thoughts on Ruben Amorim and his squad? But guys, until next time, peace.